Coming out at the same time, I guess the first two participants in this opening contest, Marcus the Science Smith and quote-unquote Charlie Hustle.
Gather around, everyone, young and old alike. Gather around, young and old alike, because what you see here is your Friday night delight, everybody. And I don't know why the commentary felt the need to do any of those silly quotation marks. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as all of you on PPW Live watching at home are concerned, this is the one and only new and improved Charlie Hustle.
That's not Charlie. That's not Charlie. That's not.
I don't believe you. Listen, I understand. I understand that we're hearing a lot of that's not Charlie and who is that? The simple fact is your jealousy has blinded you to the absolute improvements that Charlie Hustle has chosen to make for himself. But it's okay, everybody. Charlie Hustle did not improve himself for you. He did it for himself. He has added inches to those magnificent pythons. He has absolutely increased the size of that cobra lying on his back. He has even straightened out all of those uneven choppers. He has a style that could absolutely clean rust off the back bumper of a car, baby. And in addition to all of the, I can see you all out there, you obviously need to do a little more work getting out of your body. But obviously, we need to work out that humor of yours too. So, Charlie and I are going to give you all a good old workout, baby, with an absolutely delightful body by science joke. All right, Charlie, get ready. Put that protein down. You got to get ready, everybody. Let's get ready. How do you put a rocket ship to sleep? Oh. You rock it.
The third participant tonight in this #1 contenders match for the King of the Ironman Championship, one half of the Sons of Thunder PPW Tag Team Champion, Brandon Campbell. Danny Dixon checking the participants. Apparently it looks like Marcus the Science Smith is going to be starting for, well, not his team, because this is not a tag team matchup. It's a three-way tag, and it should get kicking because Lucha rules apply. You know what that means? Marcus the Science Smith goes for the double leg. Collar and elbow. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get that belt and that microphone out of there before Marcus the Science Smith decides to get creative with it. I'll be right back. I don't believe that that's the real Charlie Hustle, as nobody else does either. This Charlie Hustle is 5 inches, actually 5 inches taller than the real Charlie Hustle. I don't care what you feed this guy, there's no way he's going to grow 5 inches. Right now, Brandon Campbell, one-on-one with Marcus the Science in the middle. Technically, they're wrestling each other. And I think Brandon by now has figured out that he's not only just facing your regular challenge of a match, facing your regular stressors of a contendership match. This may end up being more or less a handicap match where he's wrestling 2 men. We'll see what happens. Marcus on the leg, and you know what? Hey, you know what's funny tonight is not funny, but funny. Marcus is usually typically a slow starter, and that's the kind of start I'm talking about. That's what will usually happen, and he hit the floor. That automatically draws Charlie Hustle in. If Brandon was on the apron, it would draw Brandon in, and you see what I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to tag. There's a lot of fate involved in this lucha rules. These guys are evenly matched. They're about the same weight. I would say Charlie's got a few pounds on Brandon, but Brandon's a little taller. Nah, I'm gonna say Charlie, quote unquote Charlie, he's got to have 8 to 10 pounds on Brandon, even though Brandon is an inch or two taller. Once again, taking nothing away from this man's physical prowess or what we've seen out of this new Charlie Hustle, new and improved Charlie Hustle's in-ring abilities. I mean, the guy looks great. He looks to me like a Ken doll, a human Ken doll or Jack Reacher. But I just don't believe, I'm not the only one that does not believe, that's Marcus's former tag team partner, Charlie Hustle. Keep him off. Well, at least he's calm, cool, and collected over there. And the thing about Brandon is focused right now. What you don't want to do is get Brandon's ire up, because then he's a madman, quote unquote. He's doing some great wrestling here. There's nothing that would let him bring that, you know, stooping to any level yet. I don't think any team has broken any rules yet. Bad taste is not a breaking of the rules, and Marcus and Charlie, we do have bad taste, and look at that, Charlie Hustle with the upper hand. He's using that muscle behind the hustle for that waistlock takedown. Brandon powering up, though. Brandon's working hard to get out of that. Referee Danny Dixon keeping a good eye on that, so there's no cheating. And Brandon has powered out. Oh, and he's sending a message back to Charlie Hustle as he jumps on his upper torso, and he's controlling him right now. Front chancery position. He's keeping him down. And at this moment, he's out wrestling Charlie Hustle. But Charlie's no slouch. Look at the leg strength. Look at the power. Shows a good shot of the hammies. That kid's got hammies for days. So look at this. Powering out from a guy that is no slouch. Goes to that body slam. And he gets it. He got that scoop slam on Brandon Campbell. Yeah, I mean, you can't take anything away from this guy's wrestling prowess, man. The guy's big, strong, good looking, in great shape. He's got cardio, yo. Just not the guy. Oh, look at this. Brandon goes behind. And uh-oh, time for Hustle. Go for the ride. Here comes the King. Well, the former King. Oh, and there's There's one for him, and he's got them both rocking and reeling, and Marcus hits the floor, naming Charlie Hustle the legal man. 5 minutes gone, 5 minutes gone. And badass Brandon Campbell has got control of Charlie Hustle with the wrist lock. He's got that wrist bent back, putting pressure on the elbow, and look at how close they are to a tag. They made it. Marcus is going to the top. I think he came off the top as a way to try to intimidate Brandon, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Marcus's left arm is now compromised. Let's see what he can. Oh, not bad. What he can counter with it. Oh, right into that head scissor. Look at that. Nicely done. And he's got him trapped underneath there with that unique lucha style cross-legged head scissor. Brandon's down, and Marcus again. We can't sell his talent short. It's his integrity that I got a problem with, and most people have a problem with. And look at this here. Can Brandon get out, or is Brandon going back down? He's got to pry those legs apart. And he does, and that was nicely done, and it was simple. Gets right on Mark. Gets him up for a scoop slam. And he just tossed him like a sack of flour. Marcus is coccyx. But Mark with the single leg from the ground, from the guard position, and now he gets on the head and neck. Is he going to make the tag? I think he's making a big mistake here, taking his time gloating and talking about it. Look at how easily Brandon gets up with that 190-pounder on his head, neck, and shoulders. And he's taunting Charlie Hustle. Nice electric chair. And maybe we'll see the first fall here. 1, 2. Guys, again, 30-minute time limit. The man with the most pinfall submissions at the end of that 30 minutes wins the match. And look at that. Now what are they going to do? Charlie Hustle's more lost than we are watching. Look at these two. Does Marcus know the tag's been made? He does now. He does now. He's not wanting any piece of this. Will the young Charlie Hustle keep following the one-eyed man? Or will Charlie Hustle try to make a way for himself in this industry and become a king of the Iron Man contender? He looks torn right now. We're going to find out the loyalty between these two guys, and if Marcus's grip on the young man's mind is as tight as Marcus thinks. Here we go, here we go. Marcus rolls through, and he takes choice out of it, and yeah, Brandon's the legal man. That was, all that build-up for nothing. Would have been cool to see him go at it. Apparently, it's not that kind of party. Looking more and more like Campbell is in a handicap match position. The only saving grace is one man at a time in there. Brandon slowed down. He's confused himself. I don't blame him. Now, this should be interesting because these guys are both of larger stature. The Greco-Roman knuckle lock, folks, the test of strength. Probably the oldest hold in pro wrestling. In wrestling, period. Hence the term Greco-Roman. And look at this here. It's a stalemate at this point. Figured it would be. Look at this, evenly matched. And oh, they're going to work. Believe me, this will really blow you guys up. It's an isometric type of muscle use. And look at these guys, man. It's not like they're in labor, man. Look at Charlie Hustle shake. Look at Brandon's face, the determination. Danny it was all fun and games till you get kicked in the stomach by Charlie Hustle because he got frustrated or intimidated. Brandon now fighting from underneath. And let's see what happens. He could go to the ropes, but Brandon's no coward. And Brandon's very stubborn. Oh, he kicked him down again. Desperate kid out there, but it's working. Brandon is definitely not the alpha in this scenario, in this exchange. Look at him pump up, finding that gear. Remember I told you about that gear? I think we're going to get a little sample of that right now. Brandon powers up to both feet. Brandon and Charlie even. Brandon, who's got the upper hand. Brandon's starting to break him down. He's pumping. Look at this kid. Charlie Hustle bust out in the sweat if you guys don't think they're working right. They are working right. And look at the concern. There, he's down on a knee. He's down to one knee. He's down to a knee. Brandon working, pumping. Hey! 10 minutes gone. 10 minutes gone. And look at that. He goes over to Marcus the King Smith, blowing on the fingers. That's not illegal, Marcus. Brandon Campbell gets the Duke in that exchange. Here we go. Marcus the Science Smith. If you want something done right, you do it yourself. I kind of can't wait to see what's coming. And Marcus going for the drop toe hold. He can't get him front ways. He can't get him back ways. Brandon's too set for it. And Marcus is going to burn a lot of energy. And look at him. He's trying everything he can. But Brandon's got that stance where it's almost impossible. And Brandon was ready for it. Uh-oh. Now it's on like Cheech and Chong. And look at this. I don't know what he's going to do to him. But I will say this. I'll precurse it by saying it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Marcus the King Smith in about the most uncompromising position you could be in a wrestling match. And look at that. It's a backbreaker, folks. Old school backbreaker. And, ooh, the strength of Brandon Campbell. And Marcus, the Science Smith's face says it all. Brandon goes down. That's 90 degrees. I'll take that squat. That squat would qualify. Uh-oh, and Marcus is trying to get out of it, and Brandon is hanging on, and Marcus is hurting. Oh, and we might see that first fall if Brandon chooses to go for a cover, and there he's going for it. 1, 2, no fall. No fall, just a 2 count. I'm entertained. Are you not entertained? Yes, I am. Loves it. Marcus the Science Smith. Oh, headbutt to the midsection. Another one right about the solar plexus. Probably knocked the wind out of Brandon. Marcus taking a lot of time though. Oh, he's trying to give him that old move where he kind of skull crushes. And Brandon refuses to sell it or do business, and he backdrops Marcus, and Marcus is in trouble. He's actually challenging him to go ahead and tag Charlie Hustle. Guess Brandon's tired of playing with that food. Brandon Campbell, Charlie Hustle still selling those fingers. Brandon stomped on him hard, I guess. Here we go, collar and elbow. Collar and elbow. They're pumping, man. Either guy wants to give an inch. Give an inch, then the other guy's in your head is the thing. And they're facing off, and Charlie Hustle is driving him back into the ropes, and now he's finagled Brandon Campbell into the corner. God forbid we see a clean break. Brandon goes up and over. Oh, and Charlie Hustle. And now the full Nelson, and Brandon could very well get him to tap, folks. As superstar, the late great superstar Billy Graham, how many matches he won, not to mention how many championship matches and titles that he's won with a full Nelson. Hercules Hernandez, the late great Ray Hernandez, you know, and he's still with us, thank God. Billy Jack Haynes. There was a WrestleMania match between Billy Jack Haynes and Hercules Hernandez, where you had to win via full Nelson. Who had the best full Nelson in the company. And right now, Charlie Hustle has got the break coming. But wait. Oh! And that was not a smart way to break it. All the young man had to do was just go and hook the rope. But instead, he went a whole nother route out of desperation. And now his bell is rung. Referee Danny Dixon doing a good job keeping Brandon back. That's the rules. You don't see it a lot today, but that's the rules. Your opponent's in the ropes, you got to stay back. Good job, Danny Dixon. I wonder if Charlie Hustle is still seeing stars here, folks. Brandon Campbell, Charlie Hustle, Marcus the Science Smith out on the apron, out of harm's way, and there Brandon takes advantage of a woozy Campbell, drives him back into the corner, gets the upper hand on that collar and elbow. Up and over this time goes Hustle. Oh, right in the stomach, man. And Brandon was not ready for that. Nice fireman's carry and a cover. This might be the first fall. No, it was a very quick exchange. but not quick enough to where Brandon kept that shoulder down for 3. Now he's got Brandon up. Is he going to give him? No, it can't put him a backbreaker. 15 minutes have expired. We're halfway through. Brandon gets out of that one and just simply ties him up for a schoolboy. No. And here comes Marcus the King Smith. Oh, I think Marcus is sorry he came in to pick that bone with Brandon Campbell. There goes Marcus to the floor. Nothing happens because Marcus was not the legal man. Which makes it even cooler that he got scoop slammed when he's trying to come in and give Brandon. Oh, nice suplex. Nicely done. And a cover. 1, 2, and Marcus just in the case, sneaking through those ropes to break it up. Now, the man that wins this match with the most pinfalls or submissions, like I said before, is the #1 contender. This time, Brandon picks up Charlie Hustle for a scoop slam, nicely done, deposits him where he wants him. Drops an elbow across the torso and a cover. 1, 2, no. 2 count though, man. That gets in the head of your opponent. Brandon, keeping control of him with the head, picks him up again, puts him over his shoulder. It's not going to be a body slam, could potentially be a power slam, and that's a lot of man to be carrying. Marcus the Science Smith, does that count? No. It does count. Oh, I was confused myself, but why would I be confused when Danny Dixon was over there saying tag, tag? That was a smart piece of chicanery, folks. Marcus the Science Smith cut Brandon Campbell off. I didn't even see it coming. I've got the trained eye. Big knee to the sternum. Now Marcus the King Smith goes to work. He goes to work on badass Brandon Campbell. He's got control of the head with a chin lock. Danny Dixon hustles around to make sure it's not a choke. It's not a choke. That boy, they really flipped the script on Brandon there. Brandon controlled this match for the most part for probably 16 minutes. Now, Brandon is in trouble. Marcus has got that chin lock cinched in, but Brandon firing up from underneath, a couple of elbows. And, he's out of harm's way for now. Hits the ropes. Oh, and he went for that beautiful cutter that he missed tonight as Marcus just gets out of the way. And Charlie Hustle coming in to pick the bones like a vulture, and he's trying to get the submission on Brandon Campbell right now. Goes right to that chin lock. Takes advantage of that already tenderized neck by Marcus the King Smith. He's holding him for him. This is the first double team move. They have to the count of 5, folks. And there's a double elbow. It's not fair, but it is legal technically. And a cover, 2, and Brandon kicks out at 2.5. Like I said before, it's technically legal unless the referee hits the count to 5. So they've got 5 seconds to do that. Brandon knew what he was signing up for when he got into this, though. I'm sure he's got a plan or a backup plan, and Marcus is trying to set him up for what? A neck breaker? No. He's trying to get him into the gory special. Now, this is the gory special, folks. This hold was made famous by the, what do you guys call it? The head of the Guerrero family, Gory Guerrero, the patriarch. The patriarch of one of the greatest wrestling families in the history of pro wrestling, the Guerreros. Gory Guerrero invented this submission hold, and he really roughshot through Mexico and the territories, winning matches with submissions with this gory special. And Brandon Campbell's in trouble. Wait, Brandon's got his legs unhooked. He's half out of the hold, and let's see what happens here, what's coming. Can he muscle out? He's powered out. Marcus is confused. Now, wait a minute. And now Brandon stays alive, and he's reversed that hold on Marcus Smith. I don't think I've ever seen the hold countered like that, so I'm impressed. Calling me impressed, folks. I'm not easily impressed. And Marcus the King Smith might be forced. This might be the first fall. No! Marcus worms his way out of that one, and Brandon feeling the effects from the work on the head and neck that 2 men did, and then that gory special. He can't get up and be 100% just yet, but there's a nice roundhouse right to the side of the neck. And Marcus is left stunned. Big knee to the gut, and the tag is made. They set a decent pace in this one by cutting the ring in half in this three-way tag, talking about Marcus and Charlie. Looks like they hooked them up for a double suplex. They score it.
20 minutes expired.
1, 2, no! Real close, folks. Too close for my liking. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And does it count? It counts in bocce. Now that I think about it, it counts in cornhole, right? Be that where it may. Business at hand. Marcus assigned Smith and Charlie Hustle have kept control of Brandon Campbell for about the last 5 minutes, man, and he might be out. This might be the first fall via submission. Pass out. Let's see what happens. No. Brandon hanging tough. Brandon's hanging tough because he's in great shape. Oh, and there we go. A couple of good solid shots of the breadbasket, and he's got Charlie rocking, but Brandon still might be in a daze. Oh, yes he is, and Charlie Hustle capitalizes off that. Pulls Brandon to the middle of the ring and tags him for his, to the third participant in this matchup. I hate to say his partner, but his partner tonight anyway. Marcus the Kingsman, who drops a beautiful elbow across the sternum. 1, 2, no! What a kick out. That was with authority, as they say, but that knee to the back of the neck was with authority as well. Another one to go the flip side, and then hits Brandon Campbell, badass Brandon Campbell, in the sternum. And Marcus goes right back to that chin lock that almost worked. Why is Marcus stopping to talk shit? See, when you risk that, you risk finding that fifth gear, that overdrive that Brandon possesses like no one else does. And why humiliate him like that? You can see it welling. I can feel it welling. Oh, that was a shot from hell, but can Brandon fire back? He's still, oh, yes he can. He follows up, and he's lighting Marcus up like a Roman candle. Badass Brandon Campbell making mincemeat of, I spoke too soon. Marcus with a big forearm right to the jaw sends Brandon down to the mat again in the corner. Marcus still registering those roundhouses from Brandon Campbell. By the way, he's choking him now. He's choking him now. 3. By the way, Marcus is, those roundhouses that Brandon hit Marcus with technically are illegal. Look at Brandon's not even moving. This might be it. 1. No, he kicked out at 1. That's in the psyche of Marcus. You know Brandon is down for now. And now he's got him stretched out on a surfboard, putting his head in there for added pressure. And it continues that work on the neck, the rhomboids, and the trapezius. Brandon trying to get his legs underneath him. Brandon powering up. He's got to counter this thing. He's up. He's up. Half the pressure's off by now. Is he strong enough or got enough in there to reverse it on Mark? No, he doesn't have to. He's out of the hold, and he throws him in to tag Charlie, and he gets a few seconds to rest, and here comes Charlie Hustle. Brandon hits him with a clothesline. Charlie Hustle went flying. Brandon, he's got the strength to get him back onto his shoulders. No, he doesn't. He raked the eyes. Charlie Hustle raked the eyes, and now they're back to the head and neck of Brandon Campbell, who manages to stay alive in this scenario for a few more minutes. It's got a sleeper on him, folks. It's got a sleeper on him. This is a legitimate hold. Vern Gagne, Nick Bockwinkel, Greg Gagne, Wilbur Snyder all made this hold famous. Billy Robinson made this hold famous. Go into the annals of pro wrestling history archives and you'll see what I'm talking about. But Brandon has turned out a little bit. Takes a little bit of the pressure off. Fires into the breadbasket, but there's not as much behind those as there once was. And here we go, Brandon with the inside cradle. No, that's a small package. That's on the outside leg. Oh! Hustle takes the steam out, and this might be it. 1, 2, no! Got to be impressed by the tenacity, the balls of badass Brandon Campbell. He's really taken a lot of punishment, folks. Tag is made. They've got to the count of 5. Again, not supposed to be a handicap match, but it is. double clothesline on Badass Brandon Campbell. The legal man is Marcus the King Smith. He goes in and just sits down. He's got the leg hook, but Brandon says, I will not do business. 25 minutes gone, 5 minutes remain. Now Marcus is going down to the lower extremities, and he's trying to hook Brandon Campbell into a bow and arrow lock. And the truth be known is if he can get him into that bow and arrow lock, it's added pressure to that neck, shoulder, trapezius, and rhomboid region. But Brandon is just too big. He's just too big. He couldn't get him up for it. Marcus wasting no time getting on him again, though. Marcus the King Smith has a handful of tights right in front of the referee. He's trying to cinch him in for the octopus. He's still going for that submission. He's still thinking submission. And there it is. He's got the octopus applied. He's got the octopus applied. Excruciating hold. Again, punishing the already weakened or tenderized, if you like, neck, trapezius, rhomboid region. But also ties up the torso. And look at that, Brandon! 2! Brandon almost got the fall. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. And Brandon, that was a beautiful, beautiful, what's the word I'm looking for, folks? You know what I'm talking about. It was a great interpretation of a Samoan drop. Interpretation. But Marcus up first. Brandon's just taking too much heat. Tag is made. And Marcus gets out while the getting's good. Let's see if the fresh man can score a pinfall on Brandon. He's cinching him in for that suplex. He's got it. Snap suplex on Brandon. And Brandon's not moving. 1, 2. And I'll tell you, that was all instinct right there. Brandon must have just kicked out. All instinct, folks. Charlie Hustle picks him up to his feet. What's he going to do with him? Brandon can hardly stand. He's got him in the corner. He's going for a Beal throw. He scores the Beal throw. 3 minutes left. Tag is made. Marcus the King Smith back in. Got till the count of 5, and this might be it, man. Brandon is in the worst spot you could possibly be in. Double Beal throw. Oh! And one of these guys better get out of the ring. Come on, Brandon. Kick out. 1, 2. No! Wow. That's heart, folks. That's tenacity, folks. It's not how much you can take, it's how much you can take and keep moving forward. And right now, Badass Brandon Campbell is not moving forward. Badass Brandon Campbell is still in this matchup. Marcus going back to the submission. It hasn't worked up to this point, but that was 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean? They're really beating the crap out of Brandon. 2 minutes remain. 2 minutes left. Brandon up to his feet. And Brandon with that sweet chin music. Marcus falls in the Hustle. Hustle comes in. Puts that slam on Brandon. And the time is running out. We've yet to see a fall. We've yet to see a submission up to this point. Now what the hell is going on in that corner? Did not plan for this. Marcus the King, Science Smith, is he on the shoulders of Hustle? Yes, he is. 90 seconds left. Oh, he fell short. He fell short. You suck. You suck, Brandon Campbell. This is the opening he's been looking for the last 10 minutes, folks. Charlie Hustle gets clothesline. Marcus, clothesline. And here we go, Badass Brandon Campbell, Superman clothesline. Superman clothesline for the Science. 1 minute. Beautiful forearm. Beautiful forearm. And right now, everything's coming up. Badass Brandon Campbell, the time is ticking. We do not have one fall. Does he have time to do this if he can even execute it? And there it is, a double noggin knocker. And both men are to the floor. We've got 40 seconds left, folks. 40 seconds only. These two guys don't have much time. They're going to let him run out. 30 seconds. They're going to let no, Charlie Hustle's getting back into the ring like a man. And Brandon's going to help him. He's going to help him. No! Marcus has got a hold of the leg. Wait. No! They think they won something. They think they won something. The referee caught him. They didn't hear it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At 29 minutes and 58 seconds, your winner and new #1 contender for the King of the Iron Man, Badass Brandon Campbell. There it is, man. He earned that one, folks. Badass Brandon Campbell earned that one. Boy, Badass Brandon Campbell really earned that one. Folks, need to take a moment here to talk to you about Premier Pro Wrestling social media. If you haven't yet, check out our Facebook page. Hit us up on Insta, Twitter. Please, if you'd be so kind, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. We are creeping up on 50,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube. That's pretty freaking cool, ain't it? Rumble. And also, don't forget, and if you do see this on the replay on YouTube at some later point, you've got to check out PPW Live. What a library we have, my friends. And first and foremost, use Kids Love Wrestling merch, right? You guys even use that term merch today, right? Premier Pro Wrestling on Pro Wrestling Tees. There's company shirts and almost the entire roster is represented on Pro Wrestling Tees. Premier Pro Wrestling's official merchandise shop, Pro Wrestling Tees. All right then, this next matchup is the championship match and your main event of the evening. And before we get rolling again, for those of you that might have tuned in late, I'll go ahead and give a rundown of what's coming down the pike. But first, let me introduce the challenger. He hails from the PPW Training Academy. They have deemed him the relentless Jay Leone. And his opponent tonight is the current and reigning PPW King of the Iron Man, also hailing from Premier Pro Wrestling's Training Academy, Rockstar Rosie. Now, once again, folks, King of the Iron Man, 30-minute time limit, come hell or high water, unless one of the men cannot continue. This match will go 30 minutes, and the man with the most pinfalls or submissions at the end of the 30 minutes will be the king of the Iron Man. And you're in there right now looking at the guy that's built for this belt, Rockstar Rosie. He's got an endurance build, a decathlete type of athlete. I'll be right back. They're going to get the belts. Like I said earlier, if you missed it, these guys do train hard together. They broke into the industry about the same time. They both broke in here at Premier Pro Wrestling under my tutelage. Some people might say, who the hell am I? I'll tell you who I am. I'm the guy that trained World Wrestling Entertainment's Adam Pearce. I'm the guy that gave CM Punk his first handful of professional matches. And Rockstar Rosie's the guy with a beautiful arm drag, even impressed Jay. Like I say, if we can get these guys cooking, they're going to really, bring out the best in each other. You'll see what I'm talking about shortly, folks. It's unbelievable what these guys can do. Especially when they find that gear and get into that healthy form of competition they possess. There we go. Jay Leno comes off quick. And now we're seeing a lot of quickness between both men. Look at that. Ooh. Intensity, intensities, folks. Nicely done. All right. Counter, counter. Nicely done. Both very positive individuals, hardworking individuals, different size individuals, different shape individuals, different style individuals. Like I say, Rosie knows he's not the biggest dog in the fight. That's why he is really, really up on that fitness tip, my friends. He's lean, he's mean. Well, he's not mean, but he's lean. Oh, and he's just been hip tossed, but he also gets out of the way of Jay Leone. Rosie's kink is endurance, and Jay Leone just swept those feet away. Oh, and there's a nice bicycle kick. We might see the first fall. 1, 2, no. And Jay, I say it every week, he's all shoulders, legs, and ass. That kid's got a wide shoulder span. He just turned 21. The male body is not filled out entirely. He's not full grown until he hits 23. As funny as that may seem, Jay Leone is still growing. There goes Rosie and Jay. I like when guys that have different shape, different size, different style meet in the middle, because then we get treated to a really good match. And there goes Rosie. Monkey flip, has the upper hand. Oh, but Jay Leone with the neck bridge. Jay Leone pumps the brakes, impressive neck strength. Oh, and Rosie has to give up and live the fight for another hold. Jay Leone being really crafty there. Collar and elbow. Jay with the wrist lock, arm wringer into a wrist lock. Rosie's gonna counter, and I kind of can't wait to see how. There's a simple roll. Oh, and there's a one-handed handstand. Pops up, and now he's got the arm bar, the figure 4 on Jay Leone's left arm. Jay backs him in. 2, got a break. Or fire him off. It's up to you, Jay. Oh, and they met in the middle, and nobody's willing to give an inch. Technically, Jay should have won that, and Rosie should have went down, but Rosie wouldn't give him the satisfaction. I can smell the testosterone and the adrenaline, folks. This thing's starting to... These guys are just getting fired up. Now, Jay Leone fires him off, Irish whip. That time, Jay goes down because the moving object took Jay down. Jay drops down, trying to trip at him. Oh, he goes for the backdrop. Oh, there's 1, 2, and it was close. That was real close, folks, to that first fall. We're being treated to some really good non-rule breaking back and forth wrestling tonight. I love it. Hope you guys do too. Leave some comments there in the PPW live, okay? Jay fires him off. And look at that. Rockstar just rolls through on that one. Jay Leone. Oh, watch this here. Oh, I seen him do that a few weeks ago. At 4 minutes and 43 seconds, the first fall goes to Jay Leone. Now the champion is fighting from underneath. His back's up against the wall. And that was an impressive move by Jay Leone. And that was an impressive psych out by Rosie. Uh-oh. The bread has been sliced. The bread has been sliced. 1, 2, 3. At 5 minutes and 10 seconds, Rockstar Rosie ties it up, a fall apiece. Count him, ref. Told you guys this would be a good matchup. That's something. See how they brought out the best of each other in that sequence there? Uh-oh. All right, they shook, but those eyes are saying something different, man. Here we go. Some of the pressure's off, but still got a long way to go in this match. Jay Leone using his lower stout body style. Oh, Rosie wriggles out. Jay does not make it to the ropes. Rosie's got that waist lock locked in. Of course, he's going to expend more energy in this because it's more power. And Jay's heavier. Jay flips the script on him and takes him down, probably knocking the wind out of him, goes right up to the front face lock. Rosie sits out and spins up, and now he's got Jay locked up or tied up with a front chancery. Jay sits out. Look at this back and forth. Jay's riding him. Jay's trying to transition into the front face lock. Rosie rolls through, and Jay catches him and almost caught. But look at this back and forth here. Counter, counter. 1, 2. Danny Dixon, the referee, getting a hell of a workout. That was so close by both guys. I sure hope the referee ate a big lunch today because he's going to need all the energy he can muster in this one. Good match. Here we go. Look at the determination. I love it. Air of competition, you know? 2, 3, 4. Jay breaks clean, but takes advantage at that last second. But Rosie, man, I know he's got something planned. And there we go. Jay hits the corner. Snap there by the Rockstar. And he's on the head and neck of Jay Leone. Now Jay is compromised. Rosie with a knee to the spine. He's got both arms tied up, and this is really smart wrestling. This is really smart wrestling. When you cinch this hold in proper, panic sets in because it starts to slow down your breathing, and you feel so powerless, helpless, because you are. But not Jay. He powers up all legs on that one, and look at that. He's reversed it. Nope, he's out of it. He gives a Rockstar snap, man, puts him right into that chin lock. Oh, how do you like it? How do you like it? I'm telling you guys, this will give you a panic attack. Your arms, you can't use your arms, and he's using your own arms against you. Your whole upper torso. It's up against the jugular, or the jugular vein, is that what it is? Yeah, I'm going to call it that. But that's where it's the carotid artery. That's where it slows down the breathing and the blood flow, and that's a panic situation, folks. Look at these two jockeying. Now Rosie's back up on Jay, overhand wrist, and he's trying to stay away from Jay. Jay's trying to get the back of his neck, the nape of his neck, and look at Rosie's powering him down to get out of it, and there he has. But look at that impressive neck bridge. He's trying to get a count on Jay, but Jay refuses. Jay's now pulling himself up on Rosie, and he's got that overhand wrist lock. I'm talking about the Rockstar, but Jay has reversed it. Jay has reversed it, and that was wise. He steps in the back of the leg. He got nowhere to go but down, and now Jay's put himself into that primo position that the Art of War by Sun Tzu talks about. If you can at all times fight your opponent from the high ground, do it. But Rosie's back up, and he gives a knee right to the midsection. And Jay catches him in a backbreaker and a cover. 1, 2, oh! Jay almost pulled out in front of Rosie on that one. Remember, folks, we're tied at 1 fall apiece. 1 fall apiece. Close, but no cigar, Jay. It's a good count by Dixon. Sometimes these matches, when they go this long, look at that standing suplex. I am impressed. Jay is just manhandling Rosie up there. All the blood rushes to the head. When he drops that big bump, puts the mind in a conscious and subconscious kind of shock. All you can see is stars, and then Jay better cover him quick, man, before he comes to. And there, he rolls him up. He didn't go for a cover. He's going to try to pick him up again. No! Small package, too! Oh, Ryan flipped it, too! Oh! They're both down on the mat in that amateur position. That's been a great little exchange, folks. 10 minutes gone. 10 minutes gone. Great matchup, folks. We saw an outstanding last 10 minutes of wrestling out here tonight, guys. Here we go again. Nope. Rosie tries to get the headlock, and Jay counters right into the hammer lock. Yeah, an arm is not supposed to bend like that. Rosie on the reverse. Danny Dixon doing a great job keeping an eye on him. You know, and you can't just take their word for it, but there are two guys I wouldn't stress about. Never say never. Oh, what a beautiful transition. And he's really having a fun and making Rockstar Rosie's arm kind of a Twizzler. Rosie's got to get him off. Yeah, how much can an elbow and shoulder take? Or a wrist for that matter. Rosie got to do something quick. He's in the rope. Whoa! Nice countering so far. And look at this. Rosie is taking him to school. Oh, he went lucha on his ass. Now he's got the short arm scissors. He went lucha on Jay Leon's ass, and that shoulder is going to be at least slightly separated. At least slightly separated. Rosie's got it locked in. I don't see any escape for Jay. I just don't. Oh, but look at Jay outsmarting me and Rosie. 1, 2, and oh, does he have the guts? Oh, there's 1, 2, no! Now they're both down. What a great back and forth matchup, folks. Two colleagues, beautiful. Oh, and now he's got the short arm on Rosie. The shoe is on the other foot. They're out there playing, can you top this tonight? They're out there playing whatever you can do, I can do better. Unbelievable flow of ideas, exchange of ideas, and execution. Oh, Rosie, no choice but to go to that rope and break it up. Nothing to be ashamed of, son. Especially in a championship match. Look at Jay. He's not playing, man. Wow, both of these guys, they're breathing hard, they're working hard. Look at them, man. I give them a lot of credit for not snapping and letting the adrenaline get the best of them. Rosie with the quick takedown. Jay Leon getting frustrated. Oh, arm drag. They keep doing that. Oh, how many can you give? How many can you take? Look at this, man. Oh, now it's Jay Leon on Rosie, and this is really getting hard to call. And they're both taking a lot of punishment. Oh, they're thinking the same thing. Oh! The intensity, my friends, the intensity. That was nicely done. That was impressive. Very impressive. Hope you guys are enjoying this PPW Live. Hope you guys are enjoying this match on PPW Live. Jay Leon, first to drop one. Now he's going to try to go power on that shoulder. And a clothesline hangs onto the arm. Picks him up so he can ring the arm. And those tackles are just having a field day. Oh! On Rosie's front delts, he might have to tap. He might have to tap just to keep his shoulder. God, how much can you take, Rosie? Look at that, Jay Leon. He's serious about this. He wants to win right here, the fall right here. They're tied at 1. That happened in the first 5 minutes. Here we are 9, 10 minutes later. And wow, look at this. Rosie, unbelievable. That was really smart use of force right there. Really smart use of force. It's back in where he started, though. And look at that. Jay Leone hooks that left leg with him, so that way Rosie can't roll it over and try to get that pinfall. But Rosie powers through anyway. 1, 2. And Jay had to release some of that pressure to avoid getting pinned, that kick out. And here we go. He's still applying it. He's got that pressure in there from the elbow to the shoulder. Rockstar Rosie. Rockstar Rosie, and this time he rolls Jay all the way through, and there are 15 minutes gone. 15 minutes gone. Super kick right in the chin. 1, 2. No! I don't blame Jay for being frustrated. That was close. It doesn't get any closer. Nicely done. Jay picks him up, Rosie with a DDT right on top of the dome piece and a cover. 1, 2. Now it's Jay's turn to show why he is the relentless. Both of these guys should have been pinned I don't know how many times up to this point, and we're still only at a fall apiece. Still a stalemate. Rosie talking a little shiz, picks him up, backs him in. Rosie's going to fire him off. Reversed by Jay. He's got other plans. Swing, bada, bada. Swing, bada, bada, swing. Cross body. 1. Oh, but Jay turns it through. Rosie turns it through. Who's got who? And wow, Jay wisely got to the ropes in that second half turn, quarter turn, and breaks it up. And these guys got to be trusted. And they're just past the halfway point in this match. They got a long ways to go. Both guys putting forth a lot of effort. You can see how exhausted they are. But they nut up and they get right back to work. Rosie looks really lean. And here goes Jay using that size advantage, that lower center of gravity, and just wraps him up by the waist. Throws Rosie in. Rosie goes up and over on him. Schoolboy! And he almost surprised him there. Jay's up first. 2, and there's the small package. But Rosie smarted him this time. Outquicked him, actually. There's the small package. Wow, these guys, man, they're exhausted. They're working. Rosie plants him in the corner, goes right to the midsection. If Jay has a soft spot, it probably would be the midsection. That's smart. But nobody knows Jay Leone as a wrestler better than Rosie. They even teamed a lot. And here we go. Here comes that bulldog. Oh, he broke him in half, and that's got to be a fall. 1, 2. Oh! That's why they call him the relentless, and wisely rolls over to the apron, puts his foot over the rope, just in case. I bet if Rosie would have been able to go for another second cover in the middle of that ring, he would have got a fall out of that, because he should have. He really dropped Jay Leone in that bulldog. Here we go. Rosie backs him in, fires him off. Swing, a wild swing. Oh, Jay drops him like a bad habit. 1, 2. Oh, I was ready to ring that bell, folks. It worked once, but lightning never strikes in the same place. Rosie seen that movie, he was ready for it. Here comes Jay. He's been working on this. Let's see if he can get it. He got a beautiful standing moonsault. 2. No! What is it going to take to pin Rosie? I don't think I've ever seen Rosie take so much and be able to kick out. Unbelievable. He really loves being King of the Iron Man, folks. Jay Leone up first. Rosie in trouble. He's compromised. Double leg out of nowhere. Catapults Jay right into the turnbuckle. Jay crumbles. Rosie charges. Jay seeing birdies. Snapmare by Rosie. Jay fires up in the corner. Rosie rolls over and snaps that neck. He's got to get over and make the cover, but he's exhausted. 1, 2, and he can't. He's just too tired to remember to hook the leg. Jay Leone able to kick out. These guys still got better than 10 minutes left in this match, folks. Now, he goes right back to that to try to get the submission. I'm not going to say this hold would expend less energy, but it's a smarter use of energy. He's going to have to really crank and put the isometric pressure on. But look at Jay scooching with those heels, and he got to the ropes. One. Wow, that thwarts Rosie's plan, huh? He backs off, respects the ref's wishes. He broke up by the count of 1.5. Rosie, he's running out of things to do. Nope, he gets right on Jay. And Jay taking that split second to lock it in. Oh, and there's that beautiful spinning stunner. And this might do it. 1, 2. No, Rosie too close to the ropes. 20 minutes gone. 10 minutes remain. We are still tied at 1 fall apiece, and Jay almost bursts out into tears. I don't blame him, folks. It's got to be frustrating. And nobody's doing nothing wrong. They're just kind of superhuman tonight, both of them. Jay off the ropes, double knees to the sternum and a cover. Hook of the leg, 1. No! 2.75. Danny Dixon working as hard as the guys are in there tonight. Seriously, they've got him running roughshod. They've set such a pace early on. Look at this. Where is this coming from? He's got him up. He's going to give him the Chumba bomb for a cover. No! 1, 2. Oh! 9 minutes left. Wow, what an exchange, and they're both exhausted. Count them, ref. They could get TKO, the double knockout, but Rosie's up. The count stops. Jay's just in the knee pad. Jay's up. Count stops. Here we go. I can't believe these guys are still going at it like this.
Come on, boy.
Seems like they only get more intense the longer this match goes. Again, Rosie built more for this endurance type of matchup, but damn, Jay is impressive. He must be working on that cardio. Now he just leans on Rosie with that power, that low center of gravity, gets him up against the ropes. Rosie reverse it. He answers the call and drop toe hold. Rolls through, and now he's got the head scissor on Jay. He's got the head scissor on Jay. He might get that tap.
8 minutes. 8 minutes left.
He might get it. I think Jay's too far from the ropes. Nope. No, look at him. He's scratching. He's clawing. He's going to get there. He's going to get there. Yup. He's there. And that was smart to use your legs. You work less as hard by just turning that body diagonal. And Jay knows that. He's really starting to get his ring placement in there. He knows where he is in the ring. Rosie on the second. Rosie misses with that double axe handle, and he might have hurt his left wrist. He's holding his forearm and wrist. See if Jay can capitalize, and he does. Hooks the leg. 2, no. Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. Rosie's still favoring that left wrist. Remember, Jay was all over that left arm earlier in the match. Nope. He's using that hand, but he's favoring that hand. Jay up first. Jay smells blood in the water. Jay hooks underneath there. Is he going to go for the suplex again? No, he's not, because Rosie counters. And Rosie's got him in his Burmese sleeper with 7 minutes left, 7 minutes left. And I'll tell you, if Rosie had that locked in, it's locked in now. See how he does that Taiwanese basket into it? Now, how do you get out of it? How do you get out of it? Jay knows he's in trouble. There is blood in the water, and Rockstar Rosie is the shark out there right in the middle of that ring. Jay might not have a choice. He might pass out, and I think that's the only way that Rosie's going to get ahead in this matchup. The arm drop once. That's twice. Rosie's all serious. No, I can't believe it. I honestly thought when Dixon looked this way, he meant ring the bell. But Jay has got heart for days. He's struggling. Look at him. He can't even lift him, but he's doing anything he can. Now he's out of that hold, but the stars have not stopped swirling around his head as he drops a leg drop. 1, 2. No, Rosie kicks out. Unbelievable. What a great matchup, folks. Crucifix. He's got it. 1, 2. 6 minutes left. 1, 2. Hell of a match. I'm proud to have my thumbprint on both these guys, to be honest with you. Rosie not even up first, and he grabs Jay, and he's going to make Jay do business one way, shape, or form. He's controlling Jay. He's on his back. He's got the wrist wrapped around the waist. Nope. And Jay sits out. And Jay's out. Now he's back on top, and he's got the left arm of Rosie again. You saw Rosie holding that arm and wrist earlier. He hurt it.
And now Jay's capitalizing off it. The time is running out. If Rosie taps now, if Rosie passes out now, if Rosie submits now, he might not have enough time to get that fall back. Look at these gator rolls, only to really confuse, discombobulate Rosie, and he's released the arm, and now he's on the head of Rockstar Rosie. He's going to go another route. He's going to try to pass him out, tap him out this way. Worst case scenario, nope, Rosie sits out again. And now Rosie is on the hammer lock, trying to mount the back of Jay Leone. He's in trouble. Listen to him scream. 5 minutes left. Listen to Jay scream. Look at the body language. Jay's in trouble. Jay's in trouble. Got to be under there saying his prayers. Rosie is dominating. Rosie's relentless. I'm relentless. He's on the relentless one. He's not letting loose of that arm. You know, if I'm Jay, I might think about submitting before my shoulder pops out, but no, not Jay Leone. He bridges up, uses Rosie's head to do so, and he's not out of harm's way yet. He is now, and Jay Leone is exhausted. He's exhausted. And look at this. No, Rosie's not going to get a count out. He's going to take a couple of seconds to get some air in. Oh, Rosie surprises Jay. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, no! It doesn't get any closer. Now, you got to hand it back to Jay Leone. Ring presence, my friends. Oh, and that was right to the nape of the neck. 4 minutes left. Look at these two guys go at it. But, geez, how much more do they have in their arsenals? How much more can they take? King of the Ironman Championship, folks. It's a game of endurance. Rosie goes for a half-ass cross-body, and Jay drops it into a backbreaker cover with a hook of the leg. 2, oh! With that hook of the leg, I don't know how Rosie kicked out of that. Bless his heart. Jay Leone trying to keep that positive vibe going up in this piece. Rockstar Rosie is in trouble. The champion is in trouble. Jay Leone goes to pick him up. He can barely get him up. He's so exhausted. And Rosie again on that chin using his head. Rosie to the ropes, needs the ropes to get up. Goes for a cover, just a regular cover. Let's see what happens. Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. These two guys are exhausted, and there are 3 minutes remaining in the matchup. 3 minutes left. At this point, might be a stalemate. If there is a stalemate, they will have a rematch. Rosie back to that left arm. And Jay Leone, it was a wise move. You can hear Jay reeling out in pain. Rosie again with the submission. He's trying for the submission. Oh, Jay Leone's body language, face says it all. Danny Dixon doing a great job officiating. Jay Leone up on one foot, Jay Leone up on the next foot. Jay's up first technically. Jay spins out of that hold. Schoolboy attempt. 1, 2, no! Oh, and this time Rosie catches him. Oh! Clothesline by Jay, takes Rosie out of his boots. That was the unexpected. He hit him where they weren't, and he goes for a cover. 1, 2, 2 minutes remain, 2 minutes left. And now, Jay Leone on top, wrist lock, Rockstar Rosie. Rosie's turn. We'll see what he's made of. Let's see if Jay can make him tap and win that title. Right now, the next fall wins it. The next submission wins it. Or, like I says, if they go to a stalemate and wrestle to a draw, they will be rematched next week. Rosie, though, he's got some left in the tank. Oh, and so does Jay. They're firing back on each other. 90 seconds remain. Oh, and he got out of the way, and Jay hit nothing but the mat. Jay's on the outside. Rosie runs up there and bum rushes and gets hit right in the mouth with a forearm. Jay rolls through. Beautiful power drop kick. He goes for a cover. No, Rosie too close to the ropes anyway. Unbelievable. 1 minute left. 1 minute. Unbelievable. This is really coming down to the wire, my friends. I mean coming down to the wire. Oh, Jay Leone transitions. Oh! 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Jay got one. Then Rosie got one. Then we're tied again at 2. 1, 2, 3. Jay is up by a fall. Rosie goes for the backslide. And he's got him. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we're tied up again at 4 falls apiece. 4 falls apiece, I believe. 3 falls apiece, I don't know. We're tied up. But all I know is there's 30 seconds left in this match. 30 seconds left. 25 seconds left. Unbelievable matchup, you guys. 20 seconds left. Swings wildly, drops down. And this time Rosie goes in with a beautiful roll. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're tied again. And the time has expired. Unbelievable. Right at 30 minutes. Winner and still King of the Iron Man, Rockstar Rosie. Unbelievable, folks. What a great exchange. You can check the clock. That was just unbelievable. Life imitated art. The winner, Rockstar Rosie, man. What a great match. Oh, did not see that coming. See what I mean? That's how we do here at Premier Pro Wrestling. I'm going to call us one of the top training facilities in the country, maybe even in the world. And right there was a great example of the product of Premier Pro Wrestling's training facility.